And hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be ranking every Kai set that I own. Now, this isn't every Kai set that I've ever owned, this is just every Kai set that I currently still have together. Also, what these sets do in the show will not affect this list, but price will. And also, one more thing, if this video seems a bit rushed, that's because it is. I recording and editing this hours after I wanted it to be uploaded. So, yeah. So anyways, let's just start with number 5. Kai's Race Car Evo? Is that what this is called? I really kind of forget what this is called. But yeah, this is, it's nothing special. It's just a nice, kind of cute Kai car. It's only $10, so it's just a nice little thing for kids. Really, this right here is just a nice, cheap way for kids to get into Ninjago. And I think it's good at that. The only thing that could have made it better at that is if it came with a villain. Like, if this is meant to introduce kids into Ninjago, then all they're getting is Kai and a car for Kai, with no villain, which pretty much every other Ninjago set ever has come with somebody for the ninja to fight. But as for a bit of an older fan like me, who has a lot of Ninjago sets and a lot of figures, I don't care that it doesn't come with a villain. So yeah, this is just a nice little cute car for Kai. Nothing too special. There are some nice stickers here, but other than that, it's nothing too special. One thing though is that it has plastic wheels instead of the normal rubber tires, so you can like spin it. And you can like it's really fun just to mess around with. And at number 4, I have Kai's original Blade Cycle. I'm gonna be completely honest. This is probably one of the worst bikes we've ever gotten. Now I know, like, pretty much all Ninjago bikes are big and oversized and very unrealistic. But this one especially just seems very oversized compared to Kai here. Like, Kai just seems tiny. This thing looks way too big. And the entire set is built around this one gimmick. So the bike, it doesn't really look the best. Like, see, you have these 3 different segments here, which I guess this part here isn't really, like, this would probably be the same if it didn't have the gimmick, but this just doesn't look good. How you just got 3 separate slopes instead of just like, it would have been better if these sides here were built up more, so they would be just slightly below this one. I think that would have looked a lot better instead of having these other 2. And then the more realistic fire that Ninjago used to do just doesn't look as good as the more cartoony fire that they do now. And then I've never liked Kai seating. I don't like that he's standing up. I never like it when figures are standing up. And it feels so unfinished. Like, this doesn't look like it's finished, his seating here. It really doesn't. I'm just really not a huge fan of how that looks. And then the white as well, this set uses an odd amount of white. Like, you can see the seating, there's a few white parts here. And then also, like, there's some here as well, like in there and in there, which that's odd. And I don't think looks the best. And then for the gimmick, so the main gimmick of this set is that you push down on this piece right here, slope, and these like spike things are supposed to like pop out like that, which I think is supposed to look something like that, which doesn't look very good. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest, that looks awful. It just, yeah, and then also it exposes a ton of Technic holes down here, which do not look good. This just doesn't look good at all. But then, that's all. So you press down here, but mine just doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it never has worked. I've had this set for like almost a year, and it's never worked. And now that is probably just because this is older. Like, this set is 12 years old. But I don't know. But this is all my opinion and my own experiences with these sets. And I have had kind of negative experience with this set. So I'm going to put it lower on my list. But with that being said, I am still glad that I own it. Because just having Kai's original Blade Cycle, this is such an iconic vehicle in the show, so I'm still glad I own it. At number 3, I have Kai's Elemental Fire Mech. Now, I have talked quite a lot about this set on this channel, so this is pretty much just going to be an overview of my thoughts. Starting off with articulation. For the most part, the articulation on this guy's pretty good. He has good shoulders, decent legs, decent thighs. Get pretty great range of motion on him. He has waist articulation, which is something that I don't think many other, if any other Ninjago sets have, except for the Elemental Mechs. But then that's it for the good articulation. Or really, that's pretty much it for the articulation in general. You also have ball joints at the feet, which can go side to side and a little bit forward. But then, for some reason, there's this bar here, which stops the foot from going back. What is the point of that? What is the point of that? Like, this mech isn't going to, like, fall back. It's not going to collapse under its own weight. It's pretty light. It can support itself. So what's the point of that bar? It just, the only thing it does is limit the articulation. And then just the design of these mechs just isn't anything too special. They're pretty basic. Like, there isn't much at all special about these mechs. They're really basic. Not a whole lot. I do really love the colors on him, though. The red and the bright orange look amazing. I do like that. And then the sword is way too big. I wish that this was like the crystallized blade. That would be nice. Yeah. Those are pretty much my thoughts on these mechs. I like them, but they're nothing really special in my opinion. And at number 2, I have Kai's Fire Dragon. Kai's Legacy Fire Dragon. This right here is arguably one of the best dragons we've ever gotten out of this theme. And it is really good. Just like Jay's Lightning Dragon from last year, Dragon's Rising. This one, there isn't really many things that like break the illusion of this being an organic creature. Like, see, the entire underbelly is perfectly smooth. I would argue that this looks better than Jay's Elemental Lightning Dragon here. Especially in that bright orange. And then the top is also completely smooth as well. This really is just a great set. And then there's no foot articulation here. The feet can't move. But that's so it can support itself, which is a fine sacrifice. It has he has a pretty basic tail, nothing too special, just a bunch of ball joints, bunch of mixo ball joints. We get these blades in bright orange, which is cool. This is probably the best saddle we've ever gotten. It is completely removable, so you can just take the saddle off, and the dragon still looks great without it, which I think is a huge thing, and more dragons should do this. And then arguably the best part about this dragon, the wings. These wings have this guy uses cloth wings, and these are probably the best wings we've ever gotten. Like, just look at these. Look at these. These look so good. Look at them. They're so soft as well. These just look amazing. The thing I really don't like about this dragon is how it's posed. Like, you can really only get it in like a somewhat crouching pose like I have it now, which I would be fine with if it had different wings, because since you have to have it like this all the time, or just unless you have it like hanging up somewhere, like with fishing line or something, you're never going to be able to really see these wings. The wings are always going to be folded up. You're never really going to be able to see them. They're always going to be like this, which is a shame, since these are really, really phenomenal wings. But that's really my biggest issue with this, and it's not a big one. So, it's really more of a nitpick. So yeah, this guy's awesome. And at number 1, I have Kai's Golden Dragon Raider. I wish this was Cole's, but no, this is Kai's. But wait, you might be thinking, wait, doesn't this set have a pretty bad price? And yeah, the price of the set is bad. I'm just gonna say it's bad. But I didn't buy this set. I got it for Christmas. And like I said earlier, these lists are based off of my experiences with these sets. And I didn't buy the set. So, yeah. But you know what? Even if I did buy the set myself, I would still probably put it at number 1, just because this is a really, really good set. This is probably the most unique Ninjago vehicle we've ever gotten. And there was so much going on here. This is probably my favorite vehicle that I own, just in general. And that's also not including mechs. For one, you can just completely transform this vehicle. Like, you see how I have it now? Well, you can like pull this back down like this, and you can flip these up and have it like this. And if you want it more like a battle stance, you can also spread out these 2 front wheels and have it kind of like this. And then you can push this up, and you can have it like this. You can also bring this down to make like the windshield more armored. There were so many different things you can do with this set. This set is so unique. I think my favorite way to have it would just to be have it down like this. I think this is my favorite way to have this set. But I have it displayed like this because this is how it fits on my shelf. It unfortunately will not fit on my shelf if I have it like this. But this is my favorite way to have it. And I also think like this is more of how it is in the show as well, I think. But that's not even really everything. Like, in here, you have spring-loaded shooters, which is why they're able to move forward. Which, this alone is really cool and really satisfying. And you're supposed to do it with this knob here at the back. But it's just a lot easier if you do it on your own. Then you can also move this piece here forward. And in the back here, there's this little removable drone, which is just so much fun. I love it when sets include these just little detachable vehicles. It doesn't add or take away from the set at all. It's just a fun little inclusion that I really love. And there's what it looks like without here. See, it just clips on right there. Little bar there. Just boop. So yeah, and then this entire front section just opens up so you can get a look at it. So you can get a look at the seating here. And you can have 2 minifigures sitting here, which is really nice, and it kind of would have been a bit disappointing if for a vehicle this size you could only fit 1 figure. So that's really nice. But yeah, this set is amazing. But yeah, with that, really appreciate it if you took 2 seconds to like and subscribe. Bye.